Hey guys, it's Miss Crystal. It's Wednesday. We're gonna talk about some books. I've got books lined up. Let's get into it. Okay, so I've got high school and then I've got middle school. So here we go. First one, Unearthed. So this one is a comic book, so I'll show you guys some pictures. And it is about Jessica Cruz. If you don't know, it's a DC, it's a reimagined like DC book. And so that just means that it's about one of their classic superheroes that they've kind of retaken the story and made it into like a teen origin story sort of thing. And Jessica Cruz is traditionally Green Lantern. Yeah, so just so you know, it's about Green Lantern. And in this origin story, Jessica is a immigrant, and she's undocumented, but she's protected under the like basically Dreamers Act of this world. So she's in school, and sometimes they get provisions where it's like if you're in school, then you're able to attain some level of citizenship in the United States. But that being said, that means that like nobody else is protected. So her mom and her dad are not, and so she's afraid that like she'll be separated from them, or be distanced from them in some way, and people will get sent back to Mexico, you know, whatever, what have you. So she's worried about that, and then on top of that, she's worried about like mounting political climate where people are very hostile towards undocumented immigrants, especially immigrants of color. So that's happening. And then on top of all of that is her Green Lantern powers, and she is seeing her Aztec ancestors constantly. So it's interesting. I always think the DC reimagined tales are really fun, so go for it. Okay, The Keeper of Night. So this one seems interesting as well. And I didn't know I was doing like little immigrant stories today. Hey. And this is about this girl, Rin. Rin is basically like a Grim Reaper, I'm gonna say. And so she's been taking souls in London for a very long time. But the people that are over her, like the Reapers that are over her, they don't like her, and they would like to get rid of her any way they can. And part of the reason why is because she's not just British, she's also Japanese, so she's mixed. And or she has like powers from her Japanese side that they don't appreciate or don't like or whatever. So she heads off to like the Japanese underworld with her brother, and she's like, okay, maybe things will work out better here. But it turns out that she has to also prove herself there. So I think like it's an interesting concept of like being mixed, having to balance two cultures, two ethnicities, and feeling as though you're not accepted wholly anywhere. Yeah, so I think that's an interesting way to look at it. Okay, next one. Drew Leclaire Gets a Clue. So this one gives me major like Harriet the Spy vibes, if you know that reference. And I think they have new ones of her now. But anywho, this one's about Drew. And Drew is going through it because her mom, I believe, ran off with her school guidance counselor. So her mom had an affair. It kind of messed up her family, and things are not going great at home. And she doesn't really want to admit it because she's too embarrassed, I guess, about her situation. And it was fine. Like, she was just keeping secrets. And then someone at school started blogging, basically like posting secrets of people in school. And so she's worried that like she'll be next, you know, like any day now. And so she also loves to like solve crimes. She takes it upon herself to solve this crime and figure out who it is that is exposing everybody at school, because that's rude. So yeah, I wonder if it'll end up being where it's like you need to tell people your secrets. I don't know how the story's gonna go. Whatever. But it sounds really fun. Okay. Who was the voice? Oh, backtrack. This is like, you know, the Who Was or What Was books. If you've ever seen them before, you probably have. So now they're making Who Was, What Was, Where Is comic books. So look at this one. This one's a comic book. It looks super fun, and it's pretty short, so you can learn a lot, not a bunch of time. This one is Who Was the Voice of the People, centered on Cesar Chavez. And if you don't know anything about him, I suggest this. This one is about the Farm Workers Association and how he did a protest with them, and it was about like farm workers' rights and things like that. So I know it sounds very boring, but It's not. And I think the pictures really help. And anyone who's interested in protest culture should definitely look into Cesar Chavez. So, yeah. That is it for me today. I hope everyone is having a great day and that you saw something that you like. And if not, I'll be back. Bye.